Hello, Gemini. Welcome to Pure Tarot. I'm doing your monthly December reading tonight. I just want to point out that there's going to be a total solar eclipse in less than 2 days in the Gemini Sagittarius axis. So that's quite relevant for you. It's definitely relevant for you, I should say. And so, you might not really have anything happen necessarily on the 4th of December, but, it could be taking place a little further down the line, a couple days, couple weeks, maybe even a couple months. But one thing is, I want to say, I think you would definitely be already in the know, or you would be already feeling some kind of stirring of energies. So that would be definitely giving you a hint that something big is coming, okay? So, I don't know, it might take on the form of impatience, irritability, eagerness, or sudden mood changes. You might go from some highs and then some lows. Some people might feel like same kind of thing, but like energized and then suddenly very tired. So you're feeling something is happening, okay? And those quote-unquote symptoms are what are pointing you towards like clues. So I'm going to see if more cards want to come out. I have 2 in front of me now. I'm going to aim for one more. There. Okay. So it's really beautiful. The first 2 cards are the Sun, the beautiful Sun, and the High Priestess in reverse. And then you have the 5 of Cups in reverse and the 7 of Wands upright. So it's quite a way to start the reading, right? With the Sun, followed by the High Priestess in reverse. It's really describing or confirming what I was describing to you, I should say, about those kind of shifts or mood swings or energy shifts, or feeling really energized with the Sun. And then if you're feeling like, oh, you just want to retreat and, more of a moonish energy of, wanting to be private. And I know she's in reverse, but just to show you the dichotomy, right, between feeling this bright, sunny person, and then suddenly wanting, your more privacy and being really quiet and, retreating. And like I said, you could even feel that within your own body in terms of energies, not just moods. So that kind of thing. At the same time, there's a big reveal here with the eclipse. This is sun moon energy. This is exactly what an eclipse is, especially, it's a sun moon opposition. And the High Priestess being in reverse, usually upright, she's secretive. You have no inkling of what is happening. Things are hidden, a little bit like, the moon symbolism of the major arcana of the moon. But, full moons are there to illuminate. And here you have it, double whammy. You have the sun shining its light, And the High Priestess being in reverse, you know, it's a reveal as well. So it's double confirmation that this eclipse is, and you know what, an eclipse, you know, it's like something is usually being hidden, but I don't know, these cards are telling me that something that was hidden is being revealed. It won't be concealed from you. It's not a small energy. You know, I'm also thinking of the twins, you being the sign of the twins. Like you're, you know, double-sided sometimes, right? Two facets to your personality. You might be showing a side of yourself to the world that you didn't before. You might be expressing yourself differently to people. That's really interesting. In December, you might I want to go as far as you might reveal some secrets, some deep secrets. And I feel you would reveal them to someone who you totally trust, someone that you hold in high regard, someone, you know, central to your life. But it's really interesting. You'd want to reveal something hidden that you used to hide from them. You will actually step up and speak to them about something. So let me look at the minor arcanas here. 5 of Cups in reverse. And the 7 of Wands. So this reveal might have something to do with actually, these cards are not telling me what the reveal is. They're extrapolating more on, you know, I think that you used to be very defensive in the past towards this person that is really important in your life, that means so much to you. And you're overcoming like some kind of past disappointment, but that you might have had with them in relationship, you know, when relating to them. But it's also the fact that you are now able to look at things from the bright side. And that's being emphasized by the fact that the 5 of Cups is in reverse, right? You're seeing things, more on the bright side. You know, you're less pessimistic and you're less and it's also looking at it from the bright side, but you're less skittish about approaching this person with the 5 of Cups in reverse. You still show some defensiveness, but in this case, because there's such a big reveal and you're overcoming your shyness, I think, and your inhibitions to a certain degree, that's what it is. You're overcoming these inhibitions of, you know, holding back all the time and feeling very guarded. I think, you know, if it feels like you feel you might still be a tad guarded, but you feel like in a much better position, right? The Seven of Wands usually is on top of the hill, right? So you feel in a much better position to expose this. So you have a better vantage point. That's really interesting. So it's pointing out many things, right? It's pointing out how you feel internally. It's pointing out how you have this thing, this deep secret, or there's something very that you used to conceal that you're gonna speak up about. And so it's describing that you're in a relationship with someone, whatever the relationship is, right? You know, friendship, lover, family, whatever. But it's definitely someone really, really key in your world, or that means a lot to you, right? It's a relationship that matters. I want to see if maybe the cards will tell us what this is about. Oh, quite 3 cards. That's great. Wow. The Hermit, Tower in reverse, and the King of Cups in reverse. It's really beautiful. It's not easy, but it's beautiful. I think here the light in the Hermit's lantern is a little bit of this light here in the form of the sun. And what I mean by that is the combination of these 2 cards is you're going to be describing to this person how you've reached a certain form of enlightenment, right? I'm not saying you're going to be the Buddha, but I think you will explain and express, you know, how you've walked through this shadow period or dark period, or, you know, and the lessons you've learned, or, you know, but you won't necessarily dwell on the passage of that through the darkness. I think you will focus on expressing, you know, the beauty of the light that you've discovered. I think that's what you'll be focusing on. And that's emphasized by the Tower in reverse, right? I think that it's emphasizing the fact that, yes, you might have had some hardships and things, you know, be eradicated from your life, no matter what they are, right? You might have lost some money, you might have lost your house, you might have had a job change that you didn't necessarily choose. You might have, I mean, it could be anything. But it's done and over with, right? It's the Tower moment is past, and to a certain extent, you know, the Tower being in reverse, I wouldn't go as far as saying you've built yourself back up, but you're building yourself back up, right? And I think that's what you're expressing again. I think the reveal is about so the enlightenment and the building back up of yourself, right? Or of this situation that occurred, right? So for instance, I'll pick just one example. If you did, let's say, I'm kind of sighing. It's not an easy, because the example I'm picking, I wish on no one, in the sense that, you know, if, let's say, because of the pandemic, you've lost your job, you know, and it wasn't obviously of your own choosing, that might that must have been really, really difficult. So I feel for you in that sense. I think that's why I'm sighing. But you know, I think either you've found a new job or you're about to find a new job. You will also describe, you know, how emotional this was for you, this period of time, and how it threw you off, you know. I want to say that you've gained detachment, right? The King of Cups in reverse, he's disconnected to a certain degree from his emotions. So, and to that extent, obviously no one wants to disconnect to that extent, right? But I think so it might have been a period while you were disconnected. It could also be if I spin it positively somehow, that you, instead of you know, having been like totally taken down, like and very emotional about it, right? If this was a difficult situation and you were totally emotional about it, and it might have been really difficult to navigate, which I think was the case, right? I think you might have had a hard time. So you might be expressing that. But I mean, the positive spin would be that you might have gained some detachment, right? You might have learned to also disconnect, not to get maybe spinned, to get into a depressive state, for instance. You know what I mean? Like you might have been able to have the wisdom, especially that the Tower's in reverse, right? That you didn't get broken down all the way down, even if you got really unbalanced in terms emotionally. It turns out it's an unexpected reveal. I mean, it's a very personal thing that you're describing. It could even be that you're describing a situation with someone that could be portrayed by the King of Cups in reverse here. But it's not what I'm sensing primarily, right? It's an interesting thing. I really want to come back to the strength of this Sun card and the wisdom gained through the journey of the Hermit here. Because it's like coming out, you know, the light at the end of the tunnel, right? The sun is the light at the end of the tunnel. And the tunnel was the Hermit. This whole situation here with the Tower in reverse and the King of Cups in reverse. But, you know, you've overcome the disappointment and you're standing your ground. You're feeling illuminated. You're feeling much more lively, more expressive. You're coming out of your shell. All of that are, you know, expressed by the sun here. And you're revealing your emotions. You know, I think that the King of Cups in reverse here is only to show how you were, you know, how you very emotional, but for a while you weren't, or you weren't able to manage your emotions, right, in that period. Anyways, enough said. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated somehow. I always read symbolically somehow, and I don't necessarily talk about too much of mundane events like maybe other tarot readers do. So to each their own. I just hope that somehow it does speak to you. And if it does, well, let me know. Show me some gratitude. Thank you.